हाय, मेरा नाम दीपक खंडेलवाल है। मैं दिल्ली से ही हूँ, मेरी स्कूलिंग भी यहीं पे हुई है। मैं सीनियर सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर हूँ करंटली एक कंपनी में, और मैं एक एआई सिक्योरिटी कंप्लायंस और गवर्नेंस लेयर बना रहा हूँ जो कि कॉर्पोरेट्स और एआई के बीच में सेट करेगी, और उनके लिए ये सारी चीज़ें जो कि उनको डे टू डे फेस होती है। जैसे कि एग्जांपल, मैं खुद डेवलपर हूँ, तो डेवलपर्स कई बार क्या करता है, एआई बहुत रेगुलर यूज़ करते हैं, तो सीक्रेट लीकिंग एक बहुत बड़ा इशू है। उसमें कंपनी के सीक्रेट क्रेडेंशियल्स हो सकते हैं और कुछ भी हो सकता है। दूसरा इशू जो कंपनीज के कंप्लायंस ऑफिसर काफ़ी फेस कर रहे हैं, जिसके लिए मेरे प्रोडक्ट में एक स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी है कि उनके पास कंपनी के हर एक उसका डेटा होता है, वेंडर और इंटरनल एम्प्लॉयज़ का भी, जिनको उनको टाइम टू टाइम है ना अपलोड करके कुछ चीज़ें करनी होती हैं। वो अपलोडिंग प्रोसेस इटसेल्फ, लेट्स से एग्जांपल के तौर पे उनके पास कंपनी के डायरेक्टर की फोटो है, आधार कार्ड है, जिसको उन्हें किसी काम के लिए पीडीएफ में भी कन्वर्ट करना है। ये सिंपल सा प्रोसेस है सुनने में, लेकिन अगर वो टेक्निकली जब आप अपलोड कर रहे हो ना किसी फ्री वेबसाइट पे जाकर और उसको कर रहे हो, यहीं पे वायलेशन कर चुके हो आप ऑलरेडी। तो ये टूल कंप्लायंस, सिक्योरिटी और एक गवर्नेंस भी होती है एआई के लिए। तो लेट्स उसको ऐसे बोल लो कि एआई के लिए एथिक्स बोल लो या उसके लिए रूल्स बोल लो। तो ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म है ये एआई और कंपनीज के बीच में सेट करता है, एम्प्लॉयज के लिए भी, प्लस आजकल एआई एजेंट्स भी आ गए, आपने सुना हो, वो भी ये कंपनी के बिहाफ पे काम करते हैं, और ये वो सारी चीज़ें उनके लिए हैंडल करता है। तो ये प्रोडक्ट है। और व्हेन इट कम्स टू को-फाउंडर, what I'm looking for is a guy who someone who is expert in B2B sales, because क्योंकि ये business to business है, इसमें कोई normal user नहीं है, and he has some experience selling to corporates. That's it. अगर किसी को कोई question है तो।
गाइज यहाँ पे आप जब आए हैं तो आप जुड़ने आए हैं या फिर जोड़ने आए हैं? जितने जुड़ने आए हैं वो एक बार हाथ ऊपर खड़ा करो, और जितने जोड़ने आए हैं, ठीक है, आप सब लोग जोड़ने आए हैं। ठीक है, ठीक है,
ठीक है तो
ठीक है।
थैंक यू।
Hello everyone, my name is Arjun. Basically I'm a rapid prototyper and I also do a lot of POCs. So whenever a problem statement comes to me that requires like few months of like development, I basically find out the critical points and I try to find what things can I do, what paths can I take, and once I assess all the critical points, then basically I make a report. And the problem was I started with I was doing BCom, then I did MCA, a lot of different things along the way. I was a trader once, I was in recruiting, so I always thought maybe I'm juggling between a lot of different things, I'm not doing anything. But somehow the way I was shaped during these years from the COVID, it initially started from COVID. I worked as in real estate as well. So I always met people, I understood how they think, why they do certain things, and I think uh, it shaped me. And because of AI, and I'm able to do some things that was not possible before, right? And it's same with all the engineers, all the product managers. We are able to prototype things, and I'm at a point where I'm able to make almost anything, and validate my idea, validate anything that I want to do. And the person that I am looking for is someone who can match my pace, high urgency, high agency, and ability to move through different, like, is able to context switch. Because I will I will do the POC, I'll tell exactly how to do something and when to do it and what problems you'll be facing. But to make it production ready and to actually make it bulletproof, I need someone. I already have a team, but still they're expert on a particular thing, DevOps, microservices. I need someone who is multidisciplinary, like me, but with more experience, because I do not have any technical experience. I worked in some places, I left there. I like on paper I do not have that much experience, but the experimentations that I've run, and recently I participated in this OpenAI competition and came top 20 in globally. We actually had to red team open source model OSS 20B, and I got my team got a honorable mention and a sweet hoodie. So that is something I'm looking for in a co-founder. And the thing that I am making is the memory layer and the cognition layer. A lot of companies are working on memory layer for AI, and I see there is a architectural flaw in that, because the way we think, people who are already working in the industry, they have a certain viewpoint related to certain libraries, certain tech, and because they are so focused on one particular thing and they are so specialized, they are forgetting the whole understanding of the other tools and products that they can just instill in their own product, right, and make it a better one. And same happens with the cognition layer. So even if the memory is solved, we cannot use AI in such a way that it self-learns. And the red teaming software that I made, the automated red teaming, basically red teaming is when you attack a particular, I had to attack a model and understand how it is behaving under pressure, right? So, it is taking too much time.
नो वरीज आप, टाइम है सबके पास,
हाँ, बिल्कुल।
कोई जल्दबाजी में है क्या?
बहुत दूर से है, अच्छी तरह सुनेंगे सर।
अच्छा, तो मतलब मैं डिटेल में बताऊं फिर अच्छे से? अच्छा, तो
आप सबकी सहमति है ना इस चीज़ के लिए?
okay, yeah. मतलब I'm loud enough, right? So, I made a automated red teaming adversarial framework which learns on its own, and I understood something very deep. Any company, anyone who wants to use AI, सिर्फ chat पे नहीं, not just one chat, but in a way that it is it's more like a workflow, so that it learns on its own and it changes, augments its behavior. So we need to create a evaluation metric, right? And in order to create evaluation metric, we need to understand the core business at a level that, okay, if this is the problem, 3 agents are working, and we worked on this problem 3 times and it is not getting sorted. What are the core issues with it? Associating an idea with it, observing it, and then when something is clicking, okay, it did not work, changing the perspective, introducing an idea generation mechanism. So basically, in this current landscape, I'm seeing that evaluation is something that is really missing, and people are just putting AI onto stuff and they're thinking it will work on its own, and that is not gonna happen. And to solve this problem in a way that every system self-learns, I think memory is the first part. Creating a memory that understands relationship over time. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is there is something called polygenetic tree. It's from biology and it tracks the evolution of things, right? And it's really difficult. A lot of companies are trying to do it. They are creating a cheap imitation of it. But if someone truly does it, then we can understand how the perception changes in an AI. And when we understand that much, I went through something, my perception changed, I reverted back, and I changed the way I thought about certain things. And then I moved forward with a better understanding that this is how I wanna change the approach that I was doing, right? So first is memory, then cognition. When it comes to cognition, there are different parts of brain, and if you guys are if you know a bit about AI, it's basically the LLM models, the black boxes that they are. It's basically mimicking the neural pathways and all the layers that how we interpret the world, how the perception actually works. So the flaw is that we are just creating the fiber of it, and we are not able to actually store, and there is no value function right now. We humans, we have a value function, something like if something happened, okay, if we did something wrong, we are like, okay, we need to adjust this, and we change something about it. And when it comes to cognition, I want to basically use AI. For now, it's more like different departments doing different things for a particular idea, and understanding that and then giving back the output, right? And if multiple agents can do it, it will be more like a human having a screen in front of them and typing and chatting all the time and self-learning, self-improving. So I need someone with high agency, high urgency, and someone who can keep up with me and like yeah.
तो आपको मेन मार्केटिंग का चाहिए या फिर
No, I need a really technical guy.
टेक्निकल?
Yeah.
ठीक है, कोई फॉलोअप क्वेश्चन है?
If someone has any follow-up question, yeah.
Actually, what model you are using and how you are training that model for this?
I'm actually not training any model right now because that's a totally different thing. Right now, I have narrowed my scope to just doing RAG. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So because if you can RAG over something, then definitely you can train in a longer run, right? So doing RAG is first thing for now, and then creating architecture surrounding systems.
Okay. You have to use some model no, for RAG also. Like
Okay,
Llama
in
or
that sense,
Google
you're,
Nvidia.
okay. There are a lot of models. I use Open Router,
Okay.
and so whichever suits. Like, give me a scenario. What kind of use do you have? I'll tell you a model. So it's more like that. Totally dependent upon the use case. So
Suppose you want to create a AI agent, customer service agent.
mhm.
So what model would you use?
Okay. How much cost like can you bear? Like, what kind of latency can you have?
Should be super easy.
Super
like
easy.
It's a human
Uh-huh.
setting.
Okay, so there is this new company called Sonic, not Sonic, Cartesia, and their model is Sonic, and their architecture is totally different. So I'll be using that model for text to speech, and then there is something called Ink that they have. There is text to speech, speech to text. So I'll be using both of them, and just for the voice and transcribing, right? And then there has to be a model that understands how the conversation is going on, right? For that, if it is general purpose, right? Simplest thing is to use ChatGPT, but as soon as it is more about strategy, then it's Claude. And as soon as there is a lot of context, you switch it to a bigger model. But there are different ways to manage context as well. But then it becomes all about architecture. So not going so deep into it, just connecting things. Use ChatGPT 4.1, 4.0 something, right? And then use Claude and make a router initially, so that whenever a query comes, you're able to redirect to the right model. So just creating that would be enough, and then connecting the pipeline, having an agent to respond, and then understanding what kind of memory you want it to create. And if someone wants to interrupt it, that is actually a very big problem when you are making a model, making an agent. If I'm interrupting it, it should listen to me. Initially, when ChatGPT was launched, it was not listening, it was just stating everything, right? So there is something called turn point or something. There is a repo like this. So it actually understands when someone is trying to stop it. So these 3 or 4 components.
What platform do you use to make this? Like we have in the market.
So basically I use Cursor and
no code knowledge. We have N10, Replit, and
see, I have worked with N10. I was working in a startup in January this year only. So I worked there, but I saw the limitation with N10, right? So I would not prefer N10 initially, but if someone wants to do it, they can. They should go with Cursor or any IDE, AI assisted coding tool. So that would be better in my case, because the
recently
way
Google has also launched.
yeah,
a
anti-gravity.
platform, Gravity. So is
Anti-gravity.
it working fine?
So for me, I tested a project on it, and basically I was trying to automate microservices development. So it worked fine. I was able to test few things. Then it was all about a totally different architecture. So my POC was done, and I just used it till then.
So basically,
It's
your
good, it's
expertise
good.
is in RAG
Right.
and LLM, right? Training RAG and LLM.
What?
Training RAG and LLM. That's your expertise you have.
I have trained LLM. I've understood one thing, that some companies are really far ahead. I cannot waste my time training the LLM. I would rather hire an expert and ask him to train it. But my expertise lies in understanding the RAG part of it, understanding evaluation metrics, and basically how to stitch things together. And my problem was that I could not use my own ideas and make a prototype. So this year I learned that only with Cursor, and basically that is how I do it.
So your final product is this a customized product or is this a standard product and you pitch to all the big people?
Right now, it's more about memory. If I solve memory, I can make super agent. And super agent means having a cognition, cheap imitation initially. But if I solve memory, I can make better agent who can see the screen, do the things. And once that is established, then comes the part, if I'm able to log everything in my backend, if I'm able to log everything, then comes the part of training. If the logs are there, if the global project memory that I have is storing everything, then I can do the brain surgery on LLMs and train them. So that would be the end goal. If we can do that, then agents will become more like humans who can see and perceive the world the way we do. So right now it's all about memory. A lot of research needed in this.
ठीक है कोई और क्वेश्चन है आपके किसी का? आप इनका नाम नोट कर सकते हो अगर आपको लगता है कि आप इनके साथ कोलैब कर सकते हो या फिर ये आपके साथ कर सकते हैं.
But I'm open to any kind of feedback, suggestions, because right now I'm not thinking about marketing for now. So, but if someone is so good in marketing that they are like, I'll take you to investors. I'll I'll tell you कि भाई ये तू गलत कर रहा है पहले. I like, because in this I need 5-10 people to do different things, right? Then it all comes together. So if someone has the expertise in that, then I'll also welcome that as well. So very open to things and people have to say.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.